Good afternoon, fourth graders. You're gonna have three pieces of paper that are about the size of your hand, so about 5 inches by 5 inches, okay? You don't have to measure it, just get it so it's about the size of your hand. Any smaller than that, and it's gonna be too easy of a project. If you do too much larger, then it's gonna be too hard of a project. Okay, you're gonna draw your object 3 different times in 3 different perspectives. Perspective means you're going to draw it in 3 different angles. So here is my object. I'm going to use a car. It is a Lego car. Okay. I'm going to first zoom in. So I'm going to draw up close and I'm going to draw the bottom. So on my paper, I need to think about composition. Which means I'm going to fill the space, and I need to think about my perspective. I'm going to do underneath at an angle. Okay. The other thing, one of your other goals is to draw realistically. So make sure you're paying attention to the details. Don't make it up. So this is going to be my large one. So I'm drawing the center circle, and I'm drawing it here. We can do it like that. And I'm drawing it larger than life. So I have my circle here. I'm drawing the rim around it. So I drew the inside of the circle, and then this part, and then I can actually see inside of the circle. So that is the floor of the circle. And then I have the Lego square that goes around it. And this might not all fit on the paper because that's part of my composition, is to make it large. And then I have this little rim right here that goes also around the block. I'm drawing lightly, and I am taking my time so I can make sure that I get all the details. And then I can see the floor. This is actually much more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so I can see the floor of my square. And then I have these little guys that I also have to add. And again, make sure that you're drawing it realistically. All right, so that's the inside of my square, and then I'm going to do my tires. So we have this line here, and then the top of the tire where it curves up. I picked this object because I thought it was fun for 4th graders, but it's actually a really difficult object. When you're picking your object, you guys already drew your 5 pieces, or your 5 examples. You practice it, which is awesome. If you found that that object was too easy, then go ahead and pick a new one. You don't have to stick to that same object. So again, if it was too easy, then pick a new one. I'm drawing right here. I have to get my outline, and I went off the paper, which is okay. Because remember, we're trying to fill the space, we're trying to fill the composition. And now I'm back over on this corner with this little line. This curves up, comes back down. And I messed up somewhere. That line. This comes here. And then I have my tire. Okay, so that tire doesn't have much detail yet, but now I have to go back in and draw these little lines. And if you look carefully, they alternate, so then the lines would be on this side, on the other one, which I guess you can't tell now, but you'll be able to tell when I shade it in. Okay, so your goal is to do 3 different pieces. So this is my up close piece. And then I did a piece from the side, so I drew this piece. And remember, when I drew my circles, my Lego block pieces, I drew the circle and then I drew the bottom of the circle. So it's not just this, it's measuring. There were 4 rows. I drew the lip of it, so that little centerpiece, and then I drew this, and that is all these little guys, okay? So my object was really hard. And then for my other one, I did a side view. So you want to zoom out, Cooper? You can see my 3 different perspectives. And then Cooper's helping me today. He is my 7-year-old nephew. He's pretty cool. All right, so up close, kind of front from the side, and then or front with an angle, and then from the side, okay? So by Friday, you want to have 3 really detailed ones. And you also want to notice on my tires, where is it? I drew the center of the tire, 6 dots, and the tire. The exact same thing on this tire. So when I look at your 3 drawings, everything should be the same. So here's my actual tire. Here's the drawing of the tire. I drew, this is hard, the dot, the line, and the 6 dots, and then the rim, okay? And then the tire. So make sure you get your detail. Make sure you're doing multiple different perspectives. Make sure you are filling your space. Good luck, and I look forward to seeing them on Friday.